As the hunting seasons slow across the U.S., moving hunters into the hot summer months trying to find other ways to keep their skills sharpened and enjoy everything life at camp has to offer, the Wildlifer crew likes to go prairie dog hunting out west with friends and family.
Got it!
Enjoying time with one another and helping local ranchers rid their properties of these destructive furry targets. It's the middle of May. Dan is just coming off a month-long turkey tour and the fishing season has yet to start, with the year's hunting seasons well behind that. So the Wildlifers headed northwest to Wyoming, land of the prairie.
We go prairie dog hunting because it's fun.
Nothing else to do. It's not fishing season yet. It's really good, practice, I think. I'd way rather shoot something out there that's alive than sit and shoot paper. It just becomes so monotonous.
And you get to spend time together while enjoying something that we already like to do, like hunting and shooting. It's just like a picnic kind of thing. This place is nice.
I know.
It's gorgeous.
How we doing? Welcome to the High Bar Homestead.
Hi, Stephanie Brayman.
Ryan Yarnell. They call me Tex. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you, Dan?
My name is Ryan Yarnell. Everyone calls me Tex. I'm the general manager of the High Bar Homestead in Weston, Wyoming.
This place is gorgeous.
Fantastic. Come on in, check it out.
Letting y'all know that in case things get out of hand tonight, that I'm covered. I can't get it out.
Got it, booty though.
It's a great time to get out with your friends and have a very low-stress hunt practice, if you would. It's the next step up from going to the gun range.
Kind of some memories. I decided that I liked you the last time we went prairie dog hunting.
What are you gonna surprise me with this time?
Nothing.
It's pretty property, isn't it?
Are you jealous of my earmuff?
Not really. Are you jealous of my ear protection pouch?
We're such dorks. A lot of
I think
work
this
with it.
afternoon is going to be more fun for like you. I don't like shooting things that don't bleed.
I love to shoot stuff. I'm like in heaven. I had no idea all these targets were here.
Well, typically, because here at the High Bar Homestead, we have one of the finest shooting facilities in North America. We would like to claim anyway. We get people on the range, get you dialed in, get your guns zeroed, get people reaching out at some ranges out to 600, 700, even possibly 1,000 yards. And from there, we take you to the prairie dog fields and you put that to work, that knowledge you've learned on the range. Want to get proned out, because that's how you're going to be shooting prairie dogs tomorrow. You're going to be proned out. So keep that in mind, everybody. You'll be laying on the ground. We can give you a lawn chair, but we don't necessarily have tables and stuff to take out there, and it's not how we really roll with that. $2 o'clock off the red.
Well, Stephanie's my sister. She called me the other day when we were just visiting in conversation. She asked me what I was going to do this weekend. I said, I'm probably going to sit in South Texas and watch it rain. So then I got the invite to come up here and shoot these prairie dogs. So.
Dead nuts.
Well, I just started as a guide at Melon Creek, and Dan and Stephanie invited me to come out here and shoot some prairie dogs. I'm the first time doing anything like this, and I'm more than happy to join them and get to see some beautiful country and spend some time with some good people.
It's different, in that time of year to be in a camp. Normally I associate camps with, brutal cold, especially in that part of the United States, Wyoming. You don't have to put on 18 layers of clothes to try and survive the elements outside. It's just, it's really nice. I think the weather's probably the biggest difference.
Dinner bell. Yes. Coming good, ladies first. And ladies, just so you know, chivalry's not dead. When you get done making your man a plate, feel free to get back in line and make yourself one. I got you there.
Give us a safe trip, travel home. When we do go home, and keep us safe while we're here. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Looks delicious.
It does, now that I put my glasses on.
Are we gonna go shoot prairie dogs first thing in the morning, or will we get an early start, or?
We will. We'll get our day started as soon as you tell me what time you want breakfast, and myself and Jeff and Kelsey will get you guys out to some prairie dog fields. From there, we'll do some eradication. And if the prairie dog's as good as it should be, the prairie dog hunting is as good as it should be, you could probably burn the barrels out of some of those guns.
Gosh, I hope we burn the barrels out of some.
I would hope that there'll be plenty of shooting to do so.
This segment is brought to you by Melon Creek Outfitters, Texas free-range hunting at its best. With a 110,000-acre ranch and 3,000 square foot lodge, clients can hunt deer, hog, turkey, predators, and more. Melon Creek Outfitters, raising standards, not fences.
We are headed back down the road, I think, towards some of those flats we drove in yesterday, and if that is the case, they were full of prairie dogs. I think we're fixing to have a pretty good time. We can stay warm. This cold weather's a little hard on us Texans.
I heard them saying that this morning, that we're going to help some ranchers out with their prairie dogs.
Correct. So yeah, we have a neighboring ranch, about 60,000 acres, and these guys are always grateful to have us come over and do a little eradication of some prairie dogs from the cattle field. So.
We're not going to come past this cone.
Okay.
To the right. And over here, this cone, that's our field of fire. Remember all your safety rules. Be careful. If you have any questions, ask.
How many people you want shooting at one time?
We can have 3 or 4.
Okay.
You know, the prairie dogs, really, they're just a problem in all of those valleys up in that part of the country. If you don't keep them in check, and they poison them and they shoot them, but really shooting them is the most effective way.
Well, you put poison into the food chain if you poison prairie dogs, as in they're predators that eat them, it passes the poison along. So you want to kind of keep that out of the food chain best you can. Also, you know, even say if your dog, a cattle working dog or something, got into a dead prairie dog, that poison would pass along to him. You have problems on your hands.
Different from the last time they prairie dog hunted, the group will be making long-range shots, and today the wind is ripping. Reading their windage will be one of the main things they need to focus on to stay on target.
Somebody get him before I did? Oh, I see him, I see him, I see him. Oh, yeah. 3 of them.
330. He's wounded. He's running. Nailed him.
One of them, I don't know if anybody's on, but I gotta shoot this one. Oh, somebody.
15. Got it. The one directly to the right of it.
Any bullet.
Getting more ammo, stupid.
No, I was high-fiving with a bullet.
Cord, I see one, but I don't know where the hell he's at.
I think I got one.
Did you?
Yeah. I've been hunting really since I've known Hagen. I didn't grow up hunting. Hagen, really as I met him, he taught me everything about hunting. So really, you know, being on the ranch, I've got lots of practice, and my main experience has been hunting with Dan and Stephanie. I can barely shoot at 100 yards.
I'm just guessing. Like, you want to try this gun? I have this one dialed to 400, so it's like pretty close to there. But then, like where my crosshairs are little, and they're real little and they get fat, that's where I'm aiming with. Why don't you try to shoot that one and I'll tell you where you're hitting and we'll get you before you know where to aim out there. Yeah, you're gonna have to aim with your crosshairs level. You're gonna have to aim to the right, like this far, so the wind's moving so much. Ooh. Ooh.
We can go eat lunch and come back. We got all day. I got bratwurst and baked beans and tater tots for today. Hot,
warm, heavy.
The first time we hunted prairie dogs, we hunted them, you know, where they were very close to us, and we absolutely did a number on them. In this place, it was completely different. I don't think that we went there really prepared for that.
Well, this morning was pretty treacherous. I think the wind's blowing about 35, 40 miles an hour. Trying to use the, truck, but we've had to shoot a lot of times trying to figure out exactly our windage because the prairie dogs are out 450. It's fun. Oh well. Tomorrow will be a new day. We'll see what we can do this afternoon. We'll go eat some lunch and change things up.
The crew decided to check out one more spot before breaking for lunch. With recent rains, the farmland roads between hunting locations had some noticeably deeper water crossings.
It died. It died.
I had absolutely no idea that the intake on that truck was where it was. I just watched a truck that was a foot shorter go right through that thing. We didn't have any problem. So, why can't this one make it through there? I didn't drive any faster or slower than the other truck did.
The water went up over and it died. It ain't gonna start. You're gonna ruin the engine.
Steph, stop.
Well, everybody knows in a marriage, one is this way, one is the other. And I go straight to panic, and Dan is like, no problem, we got this. I mean, that's our relationship. Are my guns getting wet in the back?
No. Yeah, I'm not stuck, it just died. Oh, it just died, yeah.
It's never a good idea to cross 3 foot of water in a highway-ready vehicle. Just doesn't ever plane out well.
Start it?
Yeah.
I liked how that sounded.
You're gonna burn it up, Dan.
The intake's in a different place, and we did not make it, and we totally destroyed the engine, but Stephanie made sure that I knew exactly what I did wrong.
I just knew the worst was gonna happen when we went through that water, and unfortunately this time, I was right.
One way or another, we gotta get back across here again.
This segment is brought to you by Melon Creek Outfitters, Texas free-range hunting at its best. With a 110,000-acre ranch and 3,000 square foot lodge, clients can hunt deer, hog, turkey, predators, and more. Melon Creek Outfitters, raising standards, not fences. The morning's hunts ended up being much more challenging than the crew originally anticipated. Trying to shoot long range in high winds is never easy.
Yeah, the wind's probably blowing, I don't know, 25 miles an hour? The prairie dogs are like, a long way.
After checking the weather to see that the next day brings much calmer conditions, it was time to enjoy everything else the High Bar Homestead has to offer.
We've been out here all day. We shot prairie dogs this morning and probably, 45-mile-an-hour wind, and we kind of had a disastrous morning with the truck, and we decided to spend the afternoon dialing in our guns and making sure we knew exactly where they shot so we could hit it good tomorrow. Now we're gonna shoot some handguns because what else do you do when you're at a gun range? You shoot guns. So when you get to hunt, your tags and everything for most animals, it's you get to hunt about 6 months out of the year. So to be able to do something other times of the year, it's just fun. It's exciting. It keeps us entertained. It keeps us up on our hunting skills.
They had all kinds of different things to do around there that I've never seen, at hunting camps anywhere. I mean, we throw axes. They had this another little game, I don't remember what it's called, where you hit this nail in this piece of timber that they had cut. Of course, they had all these different ranges to shoot at, from 1,000 yards, 1 mile, up to pistol carbine ranges. I mean, if you got bored at that place, you really wanted to be bored.
We're coming out here to throw some axes. They got everything lined out just like they're supposed to. Right next to the axe box is the first aid box. And then on the left side is a payphone with one button. It's 911.
Oh, this is on. Are we throwing stars or axes? What are we doing here, guys?
Start with something big. I'd like an axe.
All right.
Let me see it. Just give me.
It about came back and split your head.
We're good. I mean, I'm good at it. I've been throwing axes for a while now. Little low.
Misses the whole board.
You didn't miss anything.
On the wrist.
If that one goes anywhere near where this camera said it was going.
That was a good one. There you go. Hold my beer.
I'm out of bullets. You are absolutely pitiful.
I know.
Y'all might want to watch out.
Oh, this has been a big stress reliever for myself, getting away from the hectic schedule the last 3 or 4 months that I've been going through and just relaxing for 3 or 4 days here and resetting the clock.
That wasn't bad, huh?
Y'all hear that?
Take that. Take that. Man, I'm a little off. Let's step over here.
Man, you might knock myself hurt.
Oh.
4.
As you can see at our facilities here, as you guys witnessed firsthand, we have over 20 different shooting ranges, 1,000 pieces of steel on target here at the High Bar Homestead. If anybody's ever looking to do some precision long-range shooting, things like that, this is a great place to come to get away, not only to prairie dog shoot, just to ring some steel on the ranges.
For more information on hunting with the High Bar Homestead, make sure to give them a call or check them out on the web.
Well, it's our second full day here at the High Bar Homestead, and it turned out to be a beautiful day. It is warm, almost still, clear blue skies, and we're getting ready to go get after the prairie dogs. The wind was terrible yesterday, so we ended up coming back here and getting up there in the mountains where we kind of get out of the wind a little bit. Everybody got dialed in on some long range shooting, and I for one can't wait to get out there. You ready?
I'm ready. The weather's going to be perfect today, so.
I am too. I take a bunch of
It's nice to sit on the
pictures.
porch and enjoy this view. Did you see that one? That's so much fun. He will no longer be making holes for babies. Well, the prairie dogs just disintegrate the ground. They tear it up, they make these gigantic craters and holes, and they eat all the grass where there's nothing for the animals to eat, and they really do some devastation.
Well, what you have is prairie dogs build their mounds in their homes. They tunnel out between mounds, and they pretty much make potholes for cattle, horses, anything like that. Typically, the biggest issue with that is if you don't try to keep them to a minimal, they will spread and spread and spread and eventually take over more and more of their cattle ranchers' land.
Got it.
Well, of course, I'm having fun, but I think for the best part is I'm really working on my trigger control and squeezing and breathing, and I'm actually hitting things at 500 yards. So that is like a huge confidence builder. Because yesterday after our practice, on paper, I mean, I felt top of the world, but come over here and hit something that's, this big, 500 yards away, well, I'm just feeling like $1 million right now.
So 0 is 100.
Now he said they're at 320, so go like 3 or 4 clicks past that. Hannah got him.
Got it!
You got him?
Yeah.
You got my damn prairie dog.
I know.
Quit that.
To beat you
I'm
to
not
it.
helping you no more.
I have to beat you to it.
Got it.
It's awesome to get away from your normal day-to-day life, just to relax and enjoy some family and friends and fellowship. It's an amazing time.
Totally different day today compared to yesterday. It's nice and calm and warm and a lot of prairie dogs out. I guess I've shot 12 or 15, maybe a couple more than that. I don't know. Kind of letting them come back up now, letting my guns cool off a second. Getting ready to get back after them.
Oh, he's hurting. You shot right under him. Might have got him.
I was just fixing to nail him, and that's not
Now that there aren't other big game seasons open, it's a great way to still get out and hunt and get to enjoy people and get to be out in the wilderness and just enjoy what God's put out there for us to enjoy.
Oh, you got at least one.
Back to back right there. Back to back.
He has little paws out in front of him.
Got him.
Overall, I think it was a great hunt. I had hoped that we would have shot more prairie dogs, but us as a group have realized that we need to work on our long-range hunting skills, but we had the best time. It was just a wonderful week. Everybody enjoyed everybody's company, and it was just a great, great week.
The prairie, like the short grass, like right on the edge of the foothills, it rolls down.
Got it! Got it! Got it! Got it! Yeah.
Heavenly Father, we would like to pause and give thanks for these things that so often get taken for granted. We know that none of this would be possible without your infinite wisdom, mercy, and love for all of us. We thank you for the countless blessings you give us and ask that you show us daily how to live our lives according to your will. We also ask that you guide our nation back toward your desires. In Jesus' holy name we pray, amen.